Hey, this is Cameron, and welcome to the amazing Sore Hands Q&A podcast. Whoa, 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 whoa. Wow, wow, wow. Um, yeah, this is, if all is going according to plan, a few things will be true about this episode. First, there's going to be zero editing, which is insane for me. If you thought I said a lot, like in my normal show, I'm gonna be saying it a lot more here because I actually make an effort to edit out likes in the in the normal show. Uh, and you're gonna be used to this if you actually watch my podcast channel. But the second thing that should be true here is that this is uploaded to the main Sore Hands channel. Because I think this will be a good episode topic. What am I getting at? Oh yeah, and another thing. Oh wait, I already said it's not gonna be edited, so there might be like some pauses, and I might not know what to say, and there might be, interruptions and whatnot. But we'll be fine with that. Which actually, before I get started, where's my other? I have another one of these. I'm not sitting on it. Oh well, it doesn't matter. I guess I won't be playing with that. But let me tell you something. Hold on. So the title of this, I know I'm a little bit scattered right now because I've never done this before. Like with film, I'm used to doing this walking around, which I can be a little more distracted. I need to get out of sore hands mode too because I need to get out of the mode of knowing that I can edit and I need to maybe slow down a little bit and say what I mean because none of this is changing. But what are you watching right now? This is going to be a Sor Opus 9, the Sor Mozart Variations Masterclass. There's no guests today. Who is this masterclass going to be taught by? It's not going to be me. I'm going to be the subject or the student of the masterclass. It's going to be taught by all of you because today I uploaded a video talking about how I was freaking out about my audition and stuff. And a lot of you, which it seems like a lot of you are, a lot of the knowledgeable ones of you, which I'm sure all of you are knowledgeable at something, but a lot of you who are knowledgeable on Sor Mozart variations chimed in and gave me advice that's reminiscent of good advice, at least. And there's a lot of them, so I figure I could just take an entire episode of a podcast to sort of talk about it, and I feel that this episode will be important enough and useful enough to maybe some of you who are also working on it, that I would like, the eyes of the main channel to look at it. And this provides an opportunity for me to advertise my it's not terrible, it's just really low effort podcast. What do I do on that podcast? I answer all the questions. Remember how I used to answer one chair question per practice log? I don't really do that so much anymore. And if you might have noticed, I don't reply to comments that much anymore. It's because I can't. Even though I can, you just have to understand, it takes, energy. And sometimes, there are some days I don't even talk to my friends, let alone, reply to comments. I'm so busy with so much stuff. And, not to brag or anything, but it's hard. it's hard keeping up with everything. But the podcast provides a time where I can just kind of talk to all of you, and I go through a bunch of questions, and I address all of you guys there. So if you ask questions and want answers to them, there's a pretty decent chance that it'll be answered in the podcast at some point. So if that's interesting to you, check out the actual podcast. But like I said, whenever I have an idea that I feel deserves to be on the main channel, I'll upload a filmed episode of the podcast here. And yeah, was that enough of a rambly freaking preamble for you? Oh yeah, I guess I probably won't curse because I sometimes sorry about that. I sometimes curse in the podcast. I started off cursing. I feel I kind of have to force myself to curse nowadays though. At least when I'm filming. When I'm not filming, it doesn't matter. I guess this isn't really Sore Hands isn't really a place to curse anyways. But I definitely won't curse now, but it's not hard to not. I find I don't even really curse in the actual show, or in the actual podcast, I mean. Yeah, I mean, how long has it been? Oh, it's only been 5 minutes. We still have another 5 minutes of small talk to get into. So like chit chat. I mean, I kind of had this idea, and I think it would maybe be interesting, at least like going into my auditions. Which, by the way, I have two of them scheduled now. The first one is actually a week earlier than the one that I mentioned. It's on February 1st. So there'll be back-to-back weekends of auditions. Um, but yeah, something that could be interesting is uploading a video like the one that I did before this, which is the I'm Freaking Out log. And I played through one piece that I'm going to use in my audition. Maybe like next week I'll do the same thing, another I'm Freaking Out log, and you guys can give me a little like masterclass like you've done today, and then I'll just upload another like masterclass on that piece, and that'd be kind of cool. Just until I get to the auditions, and like trust me, tomorrow will be a big like roast reaction video that I'll try to clickbait and get people to watch. This one, I'm chilling with all of you. It's a podcast. The actual like, let's check the stats of the podcast really quick. It's got like nobody watching it. I mean, some people watch it. Like the real sore hands enjoyers watch that thing. Yeah, it's got 48 subscribers right now. It's on episode 11, obviously. Yeah. All right, cool. Anything else going on? I'm in the middle of a teaching day right now. I don't have to teach again until 7. Can you see the time? Yeah, it's 4:44. So we got plenty of time to do this thing. Plenty of time to go through all the comments that you guys have commented. There's 20 of them so far, and at least 3 or 4 of them are really good, like masterclass talking points. So we'll get into that. First, let me talk to you a little bit about Sor Mozart variations. I mean, my understanding of it, just to give you a little background. Keep in mind, I'm not really an academic type. I haven't been to school in 5 years. I'm going back to school. So everything I tell you is just kind of my memory of learning about it in university. But it's variations on a theme by Mozart. The theme in question is from the Magic Flute. And it's actually, I couldn't pinpoint exactly which theme in the Magic Flute, but I know that it's a very unimportant theme. It's not one that shows up a lot. I think it only shows up like once. And there's something kind of to that. Because, at the time of like, when Sor was like writing this piece, you can sort of draw parallels to that, because guitar was kind of like an unimportant instrument. I'm pretty sure it was sort of like the commoner's instrument, right? What was like the instrument of the rich people? Like whatever clavier was in fashion. I'm not an academic, guys. Don't listen to anything I'm saying. But Sor's idea, I think, was taking this like sort of obscure, unimportant melody in the Magic Flute and using it to showcase all of the different like virtuosic techniques of the guitar. So it's kind of interesting looking at it that way. It parallels with guitar, where it was unimportant, but look at what it can do. It can do so much, which let me go ahead and tune really quick. Yeah, so it's kind of cool. Hold on one second. And also, I'm totally speculating right now, but I find that the introduction is very much like an overture to like an Italian opera or something, where it has like, I don't know. It's pretty unrelated. It is literally just an overture. And then the horns in the distance. And then, I imagine like strings maybe. That part, I just started playing it like that. I have to practice it. I have to audition with this in like 15 days. I can't even do that. learned from Dines, the like cloud. Oop. You know, so it's very like overture-y, and then it goes into this. Hold on, sorry, I don't want you seeing what I'm being texted over there. And then it goes into this very silly like melody, which is the melody, no? Yeah, so fun stuff. And then it goes through all the different variations of that Sor goes through. All the different virtuosic crap. You know, I have to warm up a little bit, but ooh. And that's the stuff that I struggle with. That sucks. I can do that. Something like that. And so on. Just all these different variations of it. That's pretty much what I know about it so far. Or so far. I don't know. Those are my thoughts about it, at least. Anyways, I played it. If you want to hear me play it, which, like, it wasn't that great. There were a lot of really bad moments in it, and, like, not a whole lot of good moments. But the last video, that's the performance that everybody's going to be commenting on. So, let's go ahead and get into these comments. Let's start with, hold on. Let's see here. I guess I'll start at the very beginning. I'll just go through every single one. As if, like, there are 20 comments right now. Imagine this is just a room of 20 people. And the first one is Tobias Backman. No jokes there. I was gonna make like a butt man, like never mind. All right, sorry. God, why can't I edit this? God, I hate that I can't edit this. Okay, you just got to be careful. You just can't say stupid crap. Because I can't take anything back. I'm sorry. I don't know. You said you were very well prepared for an audition situation through these vlogs. Frick yeah, dude. Pump me up, man. Heck yeah. Yeah, go back. Or, I mean, I'm not, like, telling you to go back, but I'm, like, hypothetically, I feel uncomfortable commanding you to go back. But if you happen to go back, you will see videos created by, like, a child. Like, I seem like a child in those with just, like, my command over, like, the music that I'm working on. Like, I just started the Morel Sonatina. The fugue is, like, not even close to memorized. And it's, like, it's weird looking back. I've learned a lot since then. Like, I've learned so much about just guitar culture in general. Like, you guys remember, I used to watch, like every documentary, like every John Williams documentary, every Julian Bream documentary, and I reacted to all of them. And that's just sort of been like channel lore ever since. By the way, I have some documentaries I kind of want to start watching. I might do some like long, like maybe live stream style videos, or maybe just live stream. Probably not. But like maybe like this sort of style video where I just watch a documentary. I want to watch one on Glenn Gould. One of my friends is trying to get me to do that. That's at least one. I'd be down. I've been listening to Glenn Gould because his interpretations of Bach fugues are dope. So, you know. Yeah, these vlogs have been very helpful. And I hope that, like, a part of me is a little scared, like you know, because this is on my resume, and, like, all the schools I'm applying for, they look at my resume, presumably. And I assume that they, like, look up who I am. And also, like, a lot of just classical guitarists, like, if they're on YouTube for, like, any time, they might come across me at some point. So it'll be interesting to see how this, like, affects the audition process. What I hope it shows is that I'm somebody who cares about classical guitar so much, they're sort of making it their identity and like brand, their like online brand, because like it's sore hands. Like I hope that they see it as not just like a whiny baby whining online. Like I do this, like the initial reason to do this was to like get better at guitar, while I had nothing else really to do besides like teach students. So yeah, that'll be interesting. But you said don't get hung up on playing perfectly. Dude, I can't get hung up on that. That'd be so depressing. But I do get hung up on it, I know. They will get the impression of your technical level either way. Focus on playing expressively. You got this. Thank you. Thank you, Tobias. What am I saying? I don't know why I said Fabian. Yeah, man. Thanks for that. I'm going to heart your comment. Every comment gets a heart on this one. Thanks, guys. Okay, next one is from Eric Larkins, which is cool because all the people who are commenting here. Which actually, before we move on, Tobias, you have 94 subscribers. Everybody go follow Tobias Backman. It looks like he has some performances. Ooh, you have a Sibelius arrangement. Alright, dude. Alright. I'll give you a subscribe for that. Nice. Okay, so Tobias is legit. That's wonderful to see. So, I trust your judgment that I'm prepared. Thank you, man. Okay, moving on. This one is from next guy in the audience, Eric Larkins. This would be the greatest masterclass seating or like attendance ever. Eric Larkins with 523 subscribers, also showing himself as classical guitar. He looks pretty legit too. Heck yeah, dude. Dang, dude, hold on. Your most popular video has 174,000 views, and it's you playing guitar. You didn't even have to make fun of Jacob Collier to do it. God dang, dude. You must just be good. All right. Well, let's see what you said. You're going to get in. Yeah. You know, I don't mean to come off as like, what's the word? Oh my god, I can't think of the word. I hate not being able to edit. It's not arrogant, cocky. I couldn't think of that. But I think I'm gonna get into every university I applied to. It's about the money, though. The money. I want money. Because that would, that would make it possible for me to actually go. You're doing great. Keep going. The departments need the students. You're going to get in. I hope they need them enough to pay for them. Just keep up the deliberate, focused, slow practice. Dude, facts. Which, before, because I've sort of read ahead, and I know that you guys are going to talk a lot about slow practice. I've only been working again on the Sor Mozart variation for about 3 days now. And I kind of haven't played it for a few months since the last time I played it. So I didn't forget, because it's pretty easy to remember, but I forgot a lot of stuff. But what I've been doing to get it back quickly, like for example on like this, because this part is just so weird. Which, by the way, what do you guys think of this? When I do this, I sweep my thumb and the high note never comes out. I do stuff like this where I go all the way dolce and it's like really uncomfortable, and I try to, like, can I play it and accentuate the dolce as much as I can? And if I can, it means that I probably know it decently well. And then I do the same thing all the way ponticello. Can I accentuate the ponticello? So, like, no, I can't there. Don't speed up. There we go. I can't do it there. you get the idea. Like, can I play it both ways? And then I find kind of going in the middle, it's a little bit easier. I don't know why I'm slurring that. And I've gone through a lot of the parts like that. Like, same thing with this. Like, it came out horribly when I played it. Ugh. Which, by the way, my fingering for that, which I don't know if I'm going to change any of my fingerings quite yet, but I will make a note if you think that I should, because I'm very open to changing a lot of things. Because, well, first off, I came up with these fingerings, like, years ago. So, like, they probably are terrible. But I'll go all the way Dolce with this. Uh-oh. So no, I can't play it. Oh god. Wow. You know it's bad when you have to speed up to remember it. I don't know. But I'll just see if I can get used to it. In both. I feel that's good, especially if I want to, in the actual performance, like, change the tone color at will, if I feel inspired to do so. If you put anything new into a performance, that's, like, a guaranteed way to mess up. So if you're already used to playing everything all Dolce and everything all Ponticello, I think that that's not a bad thing. Also, like, the next step with that, can you play certain voices, like, all staccato, all legato? Because what if you want to make something staccato randomly, and you try because you felt inspired, and then you mess up, and then everybody laughs at you, and then you feel bad. What was I talking about? Okay, Eric. Sorry, Eric. I just kind of started rambling over your comment. Imagine in a real masterclass, I'm like, let me stop you right there, Eric. Let me talk for 7 minutes. Wish I had a tip on the cold hands. It never ends. Here's my tip for the cold hands. I haven't done it yet. But I just spent $60 on Amazon. I bought thermal underwear, like shirt and pants, all long sleeve, 3 pairs of wool socks, and the socks on Amazon, the actual, like, image of them, they were, like, on fire. That's how they were advertising. They were very warm, so I was like, I'm picking those because I'm an idiot. And then I bought a hair dryer, which I wish, if you're watching, Mr. Hair Dryer, somebody mentioned that they used to play, like, electric gigs, and whenever their hands were cold on stage, they would just blast it with a hair dryer, and that, like, fixes it. It works. I've been using my popcorn machine. It works really well, but I think, like, the thermal underwear, wool, and I'm just gonna be layered up in all these auditions, just so layered up. And when I practice too, I'm gonna practice with, like, the layers on. And I think I'm gonna do that from now on, because I've always gotten cold, like, and it takes so long for me to warm up, and I've never really addressed it as, like, an issue, but it's so an issue. So I'm just gonna fix it. Is this all filming good? Okay, yeah, we're good. Yeah, all right. So, hair dryer, wool socks, thermal underwear. That's what I'm wearing under my suit. Hold on, I gotta text my girlfriend really quick. Okay, good. She just let me know she got home. All right, perfect. Let me heart the message. Gotta do that. You gotta heart your girl's messages, guys. Don't leave them hanging. Okay. Wish I had a tip on the cold hands. It never ends. It never ends. It feels that way when your hands and feet are cold. It's like, will they ever not be cold? I've seen the Assads complain from the stage they're performing live on in between songs about temps in the recital halls as they rub their hands together and exhale into them to warm them more. God, that sucks. But they are also the Assad brothers, so I'm sure nothing affects them at all. Sorry, I don't mean to kick the microphone cable. This might be a little noisy for you. Sorry. I'm not the Assads, so, you know, my cold hands actually affect me. However, in their case, it did not take away from the playing. Yeah, exactly. Like, it just made them miserable, probably. Where are you applying anyways? You almost got me there. I'm not going to say where I'm applying. I will tell you, I'll be vague, though. I'm applying to 3 schools. They're not like Juilliard, like those kind of schools or anything. They're just like 3 like good schools. And that's where it's at. You know, I like it's pretty easy to like dox me if you really wanted to. And I've even received like at least one email, and it was actually somewhat early on, which is like kind of terrifying. Of like somebody saying like, "Hey, like I do geoguessing. I could totally like geoguess you. Like you should consider like taking down the videos where you like show the outside." And which I have. Don't look for them. Jesus. I probably shouldn't even be calling attention to that now. But yeah, after that, I've tried to be very like discreet about where I am. And to be fair, he wasn't like threatening me or anything. Yeah. But you know, like not that it would be too worrisome anyways, because I live in like a building that's like locked all the time. I'm like talking myself out of it now. Oh god. Oh god. Yeah, you know. So that being said, I'm not gonna say where I'm applying quite yet. Maybe once I like get settled in, I'll talk about it. But I don't know. It's like it's weird because you never know what's gonna happen, and you never know how big Sore Hands is gonna get, and you never know how I'm gonna get there, because I could get there from being like a douche, and somebody that people don't like, in which case, you know, like I don't know, like I don't want some people showing up to my campus and like beating me up or something, because I am a defenseless guitarist. I don't want them showing up and breaking my nails. So yeah, but it's 3 schools right now. It might be 4 if I'm not too late, but I'm pretty happy with the 3 schools that I applied to. So, you know, that's all. Yeah, all right. Yeah. Okay, next one is from Imgercole, public subscriber. Yeah, let me see here. You said, performance jitters, brother. Just prepare like you know you can. You got this. I assume you're talking about the cold hands or the crappy playing. Yeah, performance jitters, you know. It's a thing. Okay, so next up we have Cheez-It Zoomer. Hello, Cheez-It Zoomer. You said... Sorry, I'm like hearting all the comments now. Maybe try a different warm-up routine? That's a good idea, because the warm-up routine that I've been doing is like metronome, Roschiato, which I think is pretty good for like just right hand, which I've been working on my Roschiato. It's been like 2 months. Like I've been working on it for the same amount of time as the breaststroke, which I just filed my nails, so I haven't put in a scale practice with these new nails yet. My free stroke is fast right now. Ooh, I used to play that wrong for the longest time. But yeah, Roschiato and then like rest stroke scales, because that's just what I've been doing. But I read your comment already. You're about to raise a good point. You said, I personally don't find scales that useful for warm-up. I'd rather spend the 20 minutes on arpeggios and slurs. I hope you mean these kinds of slurs. Okay, sorry. Yeah, that's probably a better idea. I think I might try that, like just don't go too fast. Like an electric guitar warm-up. See that being good. Maybe even just going between these. Ooh. Yeah. arpeggios and slurs. Yeah, okay. Arpeggios, yeah. You know, when my hands are really cold, even like the Villa-Lobos Etude 1 doesn't even seem to warm my hands up that well. Like, I agree with you, arpeggios will probably be better, like especially ones that involve like all fingers. God, you're just fighting against so much when you're like nervous about a performance and trying to warm up, and you're like, I can think of a bunch of analogies, but they're all like gross right now. I don't know. It's kind of like you're it's like trying to fall asleep and knowing that if you don't fall asleep in an hour, like someone's gonna kill you or something like that. Am I allowed to say kill? Can I say that on the show? It's too late. It's going out. It's already done. It's not like I was getting any sponsors anyways. But yeah, it's like fall asleep in an hour or I'm gonna delete you. It's just like, all right, fall asleep. Like, oh man, it's just like that's what warming up feels like when you're about to perform. So like, I remember just doing this, just going through it like 3 times, and my fingers are still freezing. It's like, what can I do? Oh my god. My hands feel bad. I haven't worked on that in a long time. Oh. Doing it live. Be sure to rush that part. I messed the arpeggio up. I kind of suck at that. I've been working on it for like 5 years too, and I still kind of suck at that. You know, it's fine. I mean, I'm sure if I warmed up with it for like an hour, it'd be a lot better. But my thumbnail's so short right now. Look at that. I can actually see it because I'm filming this one. But anyways, thank you, Cheez-It Zoomer. Okay, moving on. Dia Bolgit, guitarist. Oh wait, I think I know you from the Discord. Yeah, I know you from the Discord. You're working on 997 as well. Oh, you have 3,112 followers. Look at you. That's like approximately how many I have. Nice. And you have invention for Bach and mandolin. I like that invention. I played that one in a guitar ensemble one time. Okay, so I study computer engineering, so they don't even teach music majors at my university. What kind of university doesn't teach the liberal arts? What is it, like an actual school? I'm just kidding. I'm liberal arts, so get mad at me. Actually, most of you wouldn't get mad at me. I feel like most of you are like would back that, but or maybe I say most. Yeah, I don't actually know. I'm sorry. Last year I would have cut that if I could edit. Last year we got invited to play in their amphitheater. What do they host in their amphitheater if they don't teach music? Yeah, what? What do you guys just give like math lectures in your amphitheater all day? What? I just had to play one piece as a soloist, but I was extremely nervous just because we were playing in my college. Yeah, while I was waiting for my presentation, I had my hands in between my legs and stomach, like trying to put my stomach on top of them. Yeah, I know what you mean. You're doing like this thing? I do that. I definitely do that. Hold on. Just to keep them warm just before playing. This did work for me. Another advice is to believe in yourself even if you don't. Try to fake being confident. Speak to yourself saying stuff like, I'm going to impress them with my playing. Yeah, my guitar teacher in high school, he kind of gave me some advice on that too, which there are like a few ways that you can go about a performance. And he said this, if you guys watch like the talent show video that I did, I was also one of those talent show shredders at one point. And I killed my talent show, by the way. It was great. It was actually with my high school band, so there was like singing and stuff. But I did shred for a lot of it, because of course. And he said like there are 2 attitudes you can have. and maybe 3 if we're including yours. First is that you want to show everybody a good time, and you should go out there to just present them this like thing like for their benefit, and you're just kind of sharing with them, and that's a good attitude to have to kind of keep you confident. And then the other attitude you can have is like, screw these people, I'm so much better than them, I'm gonna freaking show them like what real music is right here, and just have like arrogance, because that'll get you through it too. Like, it's not like good for your soul probably, but you will feel confident if you just have like straight up arrogance. And I probably rely on that one a little too much. I don't know if he knew he was creating a monster. But yeah, and then the other one is just being confident in yourself. That's what you're saying. That's probably a good idea too. Just have supreme arrogance. I'm gonna impress them with my playing. Which, yeah, that's kind of in the realm of that. The last thing sounds super dumb. Sorry, I like burped there for a second. But as long as you can start believing 1% of it, you will help. It'll help you play better. No, it's not dumb at all. I completely agree with you. Yeah, it's easy to get in your head, but when you actually start playing, it is important that you just kind of go for it and just pretend that you are way better than you actually are, and play it like you're way better than you think you are. And that's a good idea. Okay, so a lot of these so far have just been general, like, they haven't been specific about, like, how I played. A lot of the comments are going to get specific, so these are just kind of the first ones that I'm reading through. Man, I might need to stand up for a second, though. Hold on, let me stand. I'll take you with me. Sorry. Sorry, I've just been sitting all day. I'm gonna be honest with you, I was just getting a little uncomfortable sitting. I just need to stand for a second. And we can't stop the show, you guys know that. So, moving on. Let's just keep looking here. Here's a big... Alright, so this is more like mindset stuff, I think. But this one is from J. Shepherd Guitar. You said, here's a big tip. Auditions aren't about a performance 99% of the time. They're more about how prepared you are. Hopefully I'm somewhat prepared. How flexible and malleable you are to instruction and changes a teacher will suggest. Yeah, that's a big deal. Have no, like, ego going in. And being a normal person. That might bite me there. I don't know about that one. And then you went on with another comment. You said... see if you can audition at the end of the day. When I'm playing for a concert or audition, I will play through all my stuff at least half speed for 2 to 3 hours. That's serious. Oh yeah, and Jay Shepard looks like a pretty serious guitarist too. By that I mean he has a nylon string in his profile. Yeah, 2 to 3 hours half speed, that's a good idea. Then do a run and see if I need any, if I make any mistakes, blah blah blah. Sorry, I'm just like struggling to read. Another hour of slow practice for the hardest bits, and then I feel connected to the instrument and can just relax, listen, feel the music, and I've always gotten warm hands by then. Yeah, you got warm hands after 4 hours of playing? Jesus. I don't know what I would do if my hands weren't warm after 4 hours. I'd do something horrible. This one is from Kaylee Moeller. Sounds like you have sore hands. I more than just have sore hands. I am sore hands. I'm the very embodiment of sore hands. Thank you for that. Okay, we're getting to some here where we're gonna talk about. It's actually the last two that mainly get into the nitty gritty, so we'll probably spend a lot of time there. Usually the professor will ask you to skip ahead to hear just parts of the audience. That one's from Jeff. Yeah, I've heard stories where professors just kind of make you play everything. That'd be pretty brutal. Because I have like 25 minutes of material to get through. Or maybe a little more, actually. Yeah, it's about 25 minutes. And then from OrDopeGJ. After these auditions, everything will be a lot easier. It sure will be. I love the emotional beginning. Thanks for bringing up the emotional beginning. So just to talk about what I'm doing there. Like, again, getting back into it. I started playing this in a way that I never played it before. Where, like, you know, we have that. which is fine. But, you know, I wanted something more. So, I went. I know, hear me out, guys. This is revolutionary. I went all the way dolce. And then crescendo. And then I do this thing here where I free stroke and then rest stroke that. And then horns. You know, just sort of like this call. No rolling. None of that. Rollin' Dines don't want you rolling. And then I go more in the middle here for the dominant and try to crescendo louder. And then horns in the distance. And when I play this, I try to put a little more weight on the G there, because I find that that one's a little bit quieter than that open E string. So yeah, very emotional. Let's see what else let's see what everybody else had to say about my playing. All right, those were the those were the shorter comments, just talking about like mindset and stuff. Okay, this next one is from F Stratios, and hold on, I'm gonna show you it's from that person. Let's see. I remember playing this in my exams in the late 90s. I am old. Nah, man, you're not old. Difficult piece. A few things if you don't mind an opinion. I do mind an opinion. Next. I'm just kidding. Let's see what you got. You played the slow movements very musically, which is the highest achievement. I think you were relaxed there. The slow movements. So I assume that's, of course, like the overture. And then the minor. Oop. There we go. I missed the note. Yeah, trying to play musically, I find that from practicing rest stroke for the last 2 months, the rest stroke finds its way in. Where I almost want to do that rest stroke now. That. There's still more things I need to work with that, like that note being repeated so often. Like, maybe find something to do with it. And then the first time through, I ignore that embellishment. And then if I could relearn this, if I had time to relearn it, I wouldn't use any thumb for any of that. Because I like the uniformness of just playing with all my fingers there. That's if I could relearn. And I would do that with a lot of stuff, where I use my thumb like way too much. Like, I was using my thumb for this, which is completely, I think, ridiculous now. I'm just doing that now. Which I'll go through all the things that I'm thinking in a bit. But alright, yeah. So, I think you're relaxed there. Great, thank you. Get the faster parts a little slower. I completely agree. Like, I mean, let's actually hear how I played it, because I played it really fast and sloppy, which is not good. Oh no, we have an ad. No. I don't have any money, I'm a guitarist. Oh god, these freaking ads. Go away. Go away. This guy has ads on his videos. Can't believe it. Okay, let's hear how I played this part. Alright. Like, there's just no reason for it to be that fast, right? So I think, like, maybe a good speed. Like, I'm gonna go slow first. Because I can't even play it slow. Like, maybe, I don't know. And what I'm finding with that, like, I think it's okay to maybe take some time, like, between those parts. Like, maybe sit there. Like, oop. Before doing that scale. Just so you can really make it clean. Alright, ah, man. Like, just give yourself a moment to, like, prepare. And, yeah, it's so hard. Oh. Wow. I think if I get more used to my nails, I'll be better with that. The scale part. But yeah, no, definitely I need to slow practice that so much. Hold on. Let me see here. Where have they gone? Let's see. Wait, no. Wait, what? Where'd my comments go? Why am I having such a hard time here? Okay, yeah, there we go. Alright, so, remember playing this in my exams? Alright, so get the faster parts a little slower, so you can also showcase your musicality. It is not lost there as you fought to keep with the fast pace. Yeah, I definitely agree with that. Try, though, to get a stronger, more round sound in the finale. Yeah, I kind of biffed the finale, too. I mean, I biffed even going into it. Yeah. So I'm gonna push down on the strings a little bit more. So on. I agree with that. Keep it stronger and more round. I think this is just excuses, but I really do think that my nails, like, as they sorry, I had to adjust my pants. I really do think my nails, as they grow out more, that was like karma, like catching me in a lie. Like, no, you just suck. It has nothing to do with your nails. But like, give it a few days and we'll see. I'll get more comfortable with, like, putting more, like, flesh into it, and because right now it's just, like, too much, or putting more nail into it, because right now it's, like, too much flesh. I think if you practice these two things, your performance will be very musical and satisfying to the listener. Take care. Yeah, thank you for that. That's all really good advice. And I mean, really, it just comes down to, like, hey, dummy, the fast stuff, like, first off, slow practice it, like everybody else is saying, and then just don't, like, try to melt faces when you actually get to it, too. Like, you can, like, what am I even playing this at? That'd be, you know, around there. Which is fast enough, and I could get cleaner with that. Half speed. right there with you. All right, so good advice though. Good advice, and hopefully if you're learning this piece too, you can take from that. You're probably playing it too fast too, because let's be honest. If you learned it, it's because you heard like John Williams shredding it, or whoever, or some competition winner shredding it. Okay, moving on. So this one is from D-Beb. Sorry, I'm still a little sick, so like I just felt some mucus go into my throat. We're good. I might use some water actually before we continue. Give me one moment. I'm sorry. Hold on, I'll be back. 1 second. Don't go anywhere. I just drank straight from the water filter. Don't, just know if you ever come to my house, that's the water you're drinking. You said, please don't take my remarks as bad intention. I'm just older and have more experience. Hey, I'm just kidding, yeah. I don't. I appreciate it, and we are all ears. I really would like to help. I'm following your channel since you started. Really? Whoa, what was your first video? Was it like log 4? That was the first one I uploaded. That's pretty crazy. You said, study the variation from beginning slowly and with a metronome. This kind of music is easy to study in blocks because it's already divided in variations. That's something that's very approachable about this piece, I find, because you can... and that's kind of the cool thing with it, too. Like as I mentioned earlier, like Sor kind of used it, I think, as like a showcase of all the different virtuosic techniques that you can play on guitar. Like, like you have your pull-off slurs, like melody accompaniment. Like showing that you can play like, it's not quite Alberti bass, but like some sort of like bass line that's like high up. I kind of have like this 3-voice like melody alternating thing, and then you also have bass notes. It shows a lot, and then this, whatever that is, you can play sad stuff. You can play whatever this is. Whatever this is. Whatever this is. And then arpeggios, which is the the final thing that you can play. Yeah. Yeah, so you can sort of practice each one, and if you can play this piece really, really well, I feel really what that means is you can play the classical guitar very, very well, because like every technique, like for the most part, maybe the only thing missing is like big like block chord jumps. But yeah, so study with a metronome. Good advice. I don't do that. I only use a metronome for scales. I should study with metronome in this, because my tempo, especially in that recording that I did, was all wacky. It was all messed up. Consider looking more into the musical phase of the theme. Phase of the theme. Yeah, that's what yeah. You're putting strong accents on the resolution of the tensions when the melody goes up chromatically. So you're talking about I'm putting strong accents. So the musical phrase of the theme. Let me see. So, I mean, that's a resolution, and then... Oh, you mean like going up? You want that quieter. I want that quieter, too. That's a very good point. Quieter ending there. Yeah, that's an excellent point. Thank you. I'll start thinking of that, because I'm not really considering that right now. He said, You're putting strong accents at the end of the musical phrases like the passage around 353. This also happens when you're playing the accompaniment, the pull-offs, and the theme. This is a general problem during the whole performance. Hold on. You're also putting strong accents at the end of the musical phrase, like in passage 353. Let's see where that is. Hold on 1 second. 1 second, guys. Just be patient. Alright. So you're talking about going up there? You don't like that? You don't like that? Okay, so... You want that quieter? I can see that. I assume that's what you mean. You're putting strong accents at the end of musical phrases like the passage around there. So, is that the end? Is that what you mean, or the very ending? Because I feel like I did put some strong... I feel like I end it quiet, though. Like, sort of quiet. I mean... That's what I would want to do. Maybe elaborate. Are you actually talking about that high part? Are you talking about those up there? Should be quieter. If you could maybe comment on this video, just to clarify. I'll give your comment a heart. But alright, let's see what else you got. Listen again to your video and mark all of the stuff that you didn't like directly on the score and study with it. This is basic stuff to correct. You probably need 1 day if you want to. I strongly believe you can manage it. Yeah, that's very good advice. That's something that we could probably do now if we really felt like it, honestly. Maybe we'll save that for the end. So we're gonna do what you said there. Why all these changes of colors on the bridge and then on the whole and then back in 3 to 4 seconds? What is your idea exactly? Yeah, change of colors. So like I said, going back into this, I find that I was pretty like stale with just how I was playing it last time, or at least with like some stuff. I didn't really have a good idea of like when I wanted to like change color. So I'm kind of just going like way on the other side right now. And it's all in an effort to try to keep it interesting. And in fact, like in this recording, I don't even take the second repeats for any of the variations because I just feel that I don't have like enough to say with it quite yet. I could start working on that now. I'm gonna work on that after my auditions though. Like I don't want to start thinking about more stuff to say right now. I just want to be able to play it like decently well. So that's the deal with the change of colors. If you have more to say on that, I'd love to hear it. But that's what I'm doing. I'm just trying to make some sort of narrative. Like I've been doing that with a lot of pieces that I'm working on. Like for example, we'll see if I can even play the Morel Sonatina right now. Where I'm trying to like, you know, just to really like separate everything out. I agree with you. It probably is like a bit much right now. It's just sort of the thing that I'm doing. But yeah, I mean, if you have more to say about it, I would love to hear it. Because you have a lot of good stuff to say. Leave behind this idea that the guitar has to sound cello, and after 3 seconds trumpets, and after the other 3 something else. It sounds just chaotic and comes from the inferiority complex of the Segovia's generation. It is already a wonderful instrument. You can be subtle. I don't know if I fully agree with you. I don't know. The guitar has a huge variety of sounds that it can make. And And like, this is personal taste, but some of my favorite recordings of pieces are ones that make me imagine like a symphony. Like, that's what I like. So I don't know, like, I could play it all like the same, you know. Oops. I just play it worse to make yours worse. Versus ooh, didn't mean to roll it. And like my trumpets, you don't like that? I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna argue with you on that. And not that I even have much to say on it other than just like I disagree. I want to take advantage of all the different tone colors of the guitar. And that's part of the reason why I've been working on rest strokes so much, just because it just has a different sound, and I just like can't do it very well. And I'm finding that I'm adding it in to like get different colors. And especially when you have such a vibrant guitar like this, like going from the Cordoba C12 to this guitar, you know, like, I don't know, I just want to use everything. Yeah, I don't know. I don't have much to say on it. I need to sort of like formulate my arguments against you. Other than, you know, just like, I don't know. That's what I am thinking of that, though. I am thinking of the different instruments that it would be. And I don't think that that's bad. And I do get like the whole inferiority complex thing from Segovia, because obviously. But I'm just playing guitar over here. And guitar, like, it's kind of like telling an organist, like, don't pull out like the stops for different instruments. Like, I don't know, like, it's built into the instrument, and it's, you know, you can use the full timbres of the instrument, like, depending on what you're playing. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much all I got for you. We'll continue that discussion, I'm sure. So please, D-Beb, say more about it. I would love to hear it. And I don't take anything that you say as a bad intention. Just comment it, and we will talk about it in the next podcast that I post here. So I use wait, hold on. Are there any more good ones? I think that was pretty much it. Okay, we have Boom Shanka. He actually posted it while I was filming the podcast, this podcast. I use a massage gun with a foam ball attachment at a medium setting. Cup and ball lightly in your hand. Okay, that's where this is going. All right, I see. For about 1 minute or so, repeat on the other hand. This both loosens any muscular tightness and warms the hands at the same time. But you also have to bring a massage gun to your audition, so that's a little, you know. To be fair, I will be bringing a hairdryer, though. I also get in the zone by playing repeated patterns on my tongue drum with mallets. Is that what you do with your tongue drum? Yeah. Okay, never mind. It usually only takes a minute or so to relax and lower the heart rate. I don't know what you mean by tongue drum. I also get in the zone by playing repeated patterns on my tongue drum with mallets. What the heck is a tongue drum? Let me look this up. Oh, it's that. Okay, I got you. I had a different vision in mind. All right. It takes a minute or so to lower the heart rate. Blood pressure is essentially a form of self-hypnosis. There's a reason that most suites and sets of etudes start with a repetitious opening consisting mainly simple patterns. Wish you every success. Thank you. I appreciate that. Okay, well, that's all the comments answered. Hopefully this was... there's a lot of replies on the one that Jay Shepard Guitar posted. The Big Tipper. Auditions aren't about performances. Let's read some of what we got here. Jonathan, DM3 Piet. What do you mean by being a normal person? Because that's what Jay said, which Jay, I agree with you. I know exactly what you're talking about. Just to make sure you're, like, a chill guy that's not going to add, like, any sort of animosity to the guitar program and, you know, just generally contribute to a happy guitar community. That is important, like, making sure everybody's kind of, like, not, like, cool, but, like, you wouldn't want to, like, invite somebody unless you really needed to. That's like clearly a douchebag. Unless they're really good, I guess. I don't know. I could see wanting to avoid that. But what do you mean by not being a normal person? Can you elaborate on that? Do you mean on a basic level someone likable who they can imagine successfully doing the course? And Jay, you replied, somebody they can get along, has good character, trustworthy, honest, hardworking, consistent. Am I those things? I hope so. Yeah. Then he said, is there an interview alongside the performance then? Yes, there is an interview alongside. And usually, ideally, all of these auditions that I do, I will also get like some sort of lesson to sort of like test drive the teacher. Most teachers will offer that. Like in any like audition I've been in, they usually will want to give you some sort of lesson. And that's just how I know that I even want to work with them too. And how like they know if they want to work with me or if I'm a right fit for the program. So you know, that's a thing. But yeah, I'm gonna have to think about DBEB, your whole tone color thing. It's been a while since I've encountered somebody that's like anti-tone color, and just enjoy the sounds of the guitar. I've come across people like that, of course, but it's been a while. I feel like a lot of people are kind of in that Segovia camp right now. I wish I had more to say about it right now, but I just kind of don't. We'll talk about it later. This will be something that I sort of like stew on for a while. But yeah, this has been the masterclass, I guess. It was kind of okay of a masterclass. It was kind of just, I think what we can gather from it, and hopefully what you can gather too if you're learning this piece, probably slow it down and, like practice with a metronome. I don't know, whatever. It's the podcast episode. We're just chilling in the podcast now. What time is it? 5:44? How long has it been? Oh, it's only been an hour and 7 minutes. We're good. That's actually about how long the podcast usually is. Well, so I guess some final like calls to action here. I'd like to hear what everybody thinks of like the tone color thing, because I don't know. I find that it makes it so much more interesting to listen to, especially with how many freaking repeats are in this piece. Like, of course, there are different ways to say something different with like the same notes. Like you can change articulation over like tone color. I don't know. And like volume, of course. I'd like to hear what other people think of that though. Yeah, and if there are any further things to say about the Sor Mozart variations, I'd like to hear it. And I think maybe like come Monday or Tuesday, I'll do this exact same video that I uploaded yesterday, but on the Adagio and Fugue. And look out for that. And if you can critique everything in it, that would be pretty cool. And actually, as a final thing, let's go ahead and actually listen to my recording. And I'm going to go ahead and get my stuff to write. Sorry, I'm not prepared. I'm not prepared, guys. And here's what we'll do. I'm just going to play it on my laptop. You guys aren't going to see it, though, but you're going to listen to it. 1 second. Let me log on to my old YouTube here. So this might be a little hard to watch for me. But I'm going to listen to my entire recording. Da-da-da. And this is how we're going to wrap this thing up. Okay. Out there for audition rep today. Alright, I'm going into it now. So let me go ahead and pull this up, and I'm going to do what you said and mark down everything I don't like. And I'm not going to make the joke where I just mark down everything. And yeah, alright. And I'll probably speak while I do this too. So, just listen with me. And I'll kind of put the microphone over here so you can hear it. Alright, let's get to it. Well, so something that I need to work on there, you can hear that like when I play the chord. Like when I stop it, you have that little like clicky sound. I need to work on just like stopping chords So, I'm going to put a mark there to remind me to do that. And I've been working on that, but I need to do it more. And there are certain things, like with the cleanness of the transition of those chords, you really can work that out with just some repetitive practice of just playing it perfectly. And it does sort of work into your muscle memory over time. Like, I didn't quite get it there. But like, can you play like these two chords with no nail clicky sound? It's really as simple as that, but you just kind of have to do it with everything. And eventually it will work your way into your muscle memory. That's what I find. Not that you would see it from my playing at all. It is pretty dramatic. I will say, like, I don't know if I'll, like, mark it, per se. It's just what I'm doing now. Like, that's the thing with this, like, Dolce Ponticello practice. Like, at least for now, like, the reason why I do it is just to see if I can play it in both places. And then it allows me to, like, spontaneously do it if I feel like doing it, because I'm already used to playing it in those positions, which I feel is, like, useful, like, for putting on, like, a dynamic performance. So that's stuff that I might not keep. Like, I don't know about the crescendoing into the chord. Like, maybe on the dominant chord, make, like, the first one the loudest, like... Don't hit that low E, for the love of God. I don't know. Alright, what's next? Could definitely be quieter on that last one. I'm just gonna put a P next to it. You know, like, yeah, probably, right? And I come in pretty sharply in there. You could probably, sort of match the energy. Like crescendo through it, I think is probably a good idea. So I'll do that. Start piano, crescendo through it, and work on that little 16th note, da-da, 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 like that thing. Because I've only been doing that for like literally a few days. I just didn't do it there. Don't roll that chord, which that's not as big of a deal, but I'm just gonna mark don't roll. Don't roll, don't roll, don't roll, don't roll. I like how Roland Dines described it, where it's just like, these are clouds. Oop. Nope. Maybe that one should be the quietest. And try not to roll. Like, a lot of this can not be rolled. Messed it up. You don't like the trumpets for that? I like it. I'm not marking anything for that. I like the Ponticello, like, freaking harmonic. Like, I don't mind that. Now, obviously, like, the cleanness of it, I need to slow practice that. And I even missed something there still. All of that needs to be slow practice. And I agree with you. It would probably take, like, a day of working on this stuff, because it's already improved just from like a few hours of like slow practicing each section and like different ranges. So yeah, I think like another week of really focusing. I I'm glad that you're pushing me to like actually mark the score with everything though, because I feel this is gonna be really helpful. You like the staccato? I'm not marking that. I'm not gonna mark it. I like it. Could probably be quieter at the ending there. So you know. And it just dies down. I know you don't want to hear this, but like the violins dies down like that. I like that. Alright. Oh, he had an open string ring out. Like, you know, like don't do that, right? That sounded pretty solid so far. That's gonna be the most solid it sounds going forward, probably. Like, do you really want to hear that the same way again? Like, I don't know. I just don't think that it's bad to, like, change the timbre there. I feel like it calls for that, personally. Like, it's classical music. Like, it's supposed to be dramatic and, like, contrast. So I think it's fine. Alright, so that part needs to be worked on for sure. So the last 3 measures of that, or the last 4 measures really. Da 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 da. Oop. So. Yeah, and then like the different quiet things you were talking about too. I think you said to make the pull-off note quieter. And were you saying to make that quieter? I don't know, I feel like the high note should be loud. Like it's sort of triumphant, right? Maybe at least just the same volume. Please disagree with me. I'd love to know what you guys think of that. Let's go on. Rushing a bit. Another open string. That's so painful hearing those open strings. So, like, big thing is maybe the, like, I'm just gonna mark, like, the repeats of that when it goes, from the A, G sharp to F sharp. Da, 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 da. That's definitely less solid and just needs to be slow practiced a lot. Alright, so, I think we have the first variation done. Or the theme done. Now, let's see what we got. Now, well, let's just go. Obviously, like, fast, right? Let me write that. Slower. And slow practice of the metronome. Because it's all just sloppy. Like, a lot of that just needs to be done. Like, I need to just ask, can I play it really reliably at that speed? And maybe ending the phrases quiet too. So that'd be just like a hair on my hand. Not fast. But it's a dominant chord. Maybe quieter. Maybe end it. Yeah. So think about like what freaking chord you're playing. If it's dominant or tonic. I'm just trying to melt your face on that, I think. Like it's the same story. It's worse though. You suck! So we could probably think about there is maybe in that middle section, which I didn't take the repeat in. Like maybe taking it like louder on that chord. What am I doing? And then louder there. Like I'm playing it so sloppy. Yeah, you get the idea. Just missed the note. I'll mark a missed note. Oh! Do I even need to mark that? Like, it's just the wrong note. And now, I played that staccato. I did not mean to, but I played the first note staccato, so I was like, screw it. I'm playing that whole phrase staccato. I don't personally mind that. Like, I might do that every once in a while now, but I know that a lot of crap's gonna happen with me playing more Ponticello here. Oh, God. So, I mean, hold on. I'm just gonna put a reminder to just, like, practice it in all different places there. Like, I need to go through this section. Jeez, and come into that, like, a little bit softer. I mean, I really just, like hammer that. Could probably... And then maybe softer resolution on the A minor. So. And if I could, like, work it in, I would use all fingers for that. And I would make it trumpets. No, I wouldn't do that. But I would use all fingers just to make it more even. I could work on the dynamics for that. I'm glad that you said something about like resolving softer, because I'm sort of ignoring that. There we go. You have to remember too, when I did this, I was really pissed off. I was so upset at my playing. Sucks so bad. I'm just gonna mark, just like work on this variation. And like be careful not to hit extra strings there. I'm gonna put a little mute star. There we go. And, like, you know, resolve quiet, of course. And just, like, work on that. That part's not too good. Oh my god! What was that, like a joke? Oh my god, dude, that was terrible. I lost my place. Uh-oh. Hold on. So, that is an issue of muting, because when you play that, you have to go and mute everything. Otherwise, you'll have, like, open string. Oh. Oh my god. So you need to find it. It's just that. And I try to go at it like that. There it is. So, you know. Oh my god. Speaking of metronome, I need to practice that with the metronome badly. Oh my god. How do you... I need to look at that. What is it? I don't even know. Jesus. If my nails were better, I think it would come out a little better right now. Alright, so work on muting. Muting is super important there. That's the thing for that section. And like slow it down too. It's like Jesus. Alright. It's so bad. Can you believe this is a 26-year-old playing guitar? It sounds like a 7-year-old. And like slow. Like, I don't know what I was thinking. Like, just going so fast. And then you mess it up. Yeah, just... It's so fast. It's so... Slow down! Slow! And then you're gonna mess up. You moron. Like, what a joke. What an effing joke. Oh my god. Thank God it's over. I don't even want to hear the end of that chord. God, what an effing joke. Honestly. So, you know, we'll do it again next week and see how it is. And then I'll do it for a bunch of professors and we'll see what they think. It needs a lot of work. It's really bad right now. And, you know, I think that I have the faculties to make it better, like, pretty quickly. We'll see what I can do in, like, a week or two. I think I think I have a clear mind of what to practice now, which is, like, firstly, slowing a lot of stuff down, and practicing it, like, at that speed. There's no reason to ever play it as fast. I never need to play it that fast again. Like, I got it on my system. I got to play fast. Now, don't ever do that again. It's time to take it at, like, a reasonable tempo that makes sense, and, like, competently play it with some restraint, for the love of God. Like, I'm 26. I can restrain myself. Alright, well, that pretty much covers everything. We've gotten a lot done today. So, anything else? Feel free to leave some, comment, questions, anything like that. Hey, want some guitar lessons? I'll teach you how to play guitar. Email in the description. Want some merch? Which I know I'm, criticizing myself. I can teach you how to play guitar. I'm getting a master's degree soon, so, I'm at that level. If you're about to get a master's degree, maybe don't take lessons from me, unless you have, unless you want me to answer, one specific question. But also, if you're getting a master's degree, you can just ask it to me, and if you just want my perspective on something, you can just ask me in the Discord or something. Yeah. Well, what else we got? Lessons, though. Recurring lessons where you become my student and you learn how to play guitar. Sign up for that. It's important. It's important to do that. Merch, head on down over to Rootin's Delight. Anything else? I think that's pretty much everything. Alright. I'll see you in the next one. Oh, you're gonna see me end it. Oh god, it's so awkward.